Okay. Sorry, a phone call messed me up last time. I didn't even realize my Wi-Fi was still on, and I wasn't even in airplane mode. So that was my bad. So of course this is like also part 3. I'm gonna have to put that piece up also because I don't want to redo that again. But yeah, so this is part 2 of part 3. Alright, so we was just around here. We got to here, right? No, we done that bit before. There was another bit I just heard. Where the hell did it go? Oh, here it is. This bit. That's the bit. Things are looking up. So we're at the 10:42. We got the. Can't see much of the update time. So again, coronavirus 1042, like 10:22 or 22:42. We see the 24-hour clock. Again, if you're new, just keep going through the videos. You'll soon catch up, or catch on what's going on. And the quicker you understand it, you can easily do this yourself. So you can get that personal, verification, like real personal verification. Like, okay, this ain't a joke. This is definitely real. And so we done some of this earlier. I'm not gonna go over it. It's just because I saw that slide there, and then the phone interrupted me. So I'm getting my bearings back, as I just said. So bear with me. And as it wasn't as straightforward as I normally do my uploads, how I just I can just easily go through the slides. I had a couple of things dotted around, so it's a bit back and forth. So just trying to make sure we don't overdo things that we don't need. All right, we got up to Doc Brown as well. Right, there we go. So we spoke about Doc Brown. Perfect. So Doc Brown, that's where we was, and then we got up to here. Even though we just saw the picture further back down, but obviously I went back to it. Anyway, that was a good mark. And so what's next? So mink alert. Now I want you to be terrified on alert for minks, because COVID mink strain could have grave consequences despite vaccine. The Security of Health, was it Security of Health, something. Anyway, Matt Hancock, that guy. When is he born again? 2nd of October. Wuhan coronavirus 210. Anywho, again, be careful of your fart plumes, even your breath. Oh my god. Every time when I think about the article about is COVID in your fart or in your poo plumes when you take a dump, unbelievable. These people. Look, Wuhan equals 67. Yeah, talking about COVID test sites. I mean, COVID tests to be sent out to 67 towns. Excuse me, guys. Oh, don't what's up with me sometimes when I do that. Alright, so testing times. A rapid COVID test to be sent out to 67 towns and cities. I'm sure it would be test sites anyway, of course, as how they've got things set up and ready to go. They've had this shit planning from a long time, 2020. Every year it's all been mapped out, It's each and every year, man. What is this here? So, not a great idea. Play on words here. Of course, look, virus 46. Chaos 46. You got the, of course, 105, so you do it as 66 with the initial post time. 66, Corona 66. Of course, Corona Bear Barricade. Yeah, they're talking about Tesco shoppers threw us off the staff block non-essential items with Corona Bear Barricade, yeah? Now, I know this happened a couple of times recently. And I'm sure I do go and look at the one that happened before this one, which was literally wasn't that long ago. A couple of weeks back, 3 weeks at the most. What we got here? No, the 25-second video, yeah? "25-second video. So there's your corona to go with that 6.6 with the initial post time. 1:05. 6.6, right? So you got your 66 corona non-essential. See how it's highlighted here? Non-essential items. I mean, how are you locking off? Like, there's even certain places where you can't even go and buy clothes in there. Like, they've locked off all the clothing section. I'm not talking about the Christmas clothing section. I'm talking about the clothing section of the Tesco's or what have you. Pretty crazy. How can you tell me that's not essential? Like, obviously I'm buying it because I need it, right? Flipping out. So anyway, you know, the 66, non-essential 66, as I just said. Unbelievable. I mean, what a start. Of course, the Jesuit order 177 like non-essential and 69 like the Jesuit order. Go figure. Tesco equals 26. Right there. COVID, China, virus and viral disease, plague, corona means crown. Chaos 26. And the rest that goes with those 26 is God 26. So the 25th prime, 97, 25-second video, yeah? So Tesco's 26, but we have a 25-second video. Anybody want to take a wild guess what that's going to equate to? Or what that's going to relate to, correlate with? 3, 2, 1. Of course, Tesco supermarket, 97. 65 like coronavirus as well. Perfect. 25-second video for Tesco supermarket. So coronavirus 65 like Tesco supermarket. Also, I'm sure China and COVID 28, as well as the 26, as we pointed out before. Masonry 17, Tesco 17. What else have we got here? So Tesco shoppers have been left furious after staff blocked non-essential items with a Corona Bear barricade. Angry shoppers took to Twitter to complain about not being able to get their clothes and into other parts of Tesco and Sainsbury's due to the coronavirus lockdown. Tesco shoppers have voiced their anger after finding part of the store blocked off by a wall of the booze in Walsall. Now, with this news, you got a life lesson of 25, go figure. Remember, mental health and obeying toilet paper, mind control, 61. "51 days are left of the year." We're going to get to why the 51's important. Yeah. I think that says what you need. And of course, also the 57, Wuhan virus 57. Yep. So, Tesco Extra, Osterley Park, London have closed off the entire floor of clothing because of COVID restrictions on non-essential items. It's just such a piss take. They've even got 25% off as well next to the Corona Bear. 25% off, what's that say? Did it say, does that say? At first I thought it was about to say popular clothing, but then it looks like it says Xbox and PlayStation. I don't know, man. But interesting anyway, 25%, yeah it is, because look, PlayStation t-shirt, and then you got the green for Xbox, right? I'm sure that's Xbox and PlayStation. I don't know what it says underneath it, but definitely Xbox and PlayStation. And above that, 25% off. I mean, on a day with a life lesson 25, or with it being in the news, I don't know if they, you know, it was all going crazy in the morning and then the news went out. Anywho, Sainsbury's 66 like Corona. 69 like Jesuit order and non-essential. Perfect. Conspiracy 123 on the end. Is it 147 as well, conspiracy? I think it might be. Anyway. Yeah, look. So imagine now, you want a little winter something, and all the other main shops are closed, but you can't go and buy? I mean, you know, not everybody always does online. Such a P-take. Forgot to engrave the why it went off on November the 5th in my brain, but you can find it. I'm sure I put it on the community wall via Gematria Effect News, so be sure to check that out. You'll find the is it V for Vendetta? I think that's the thumbnail. A well-known movie to do with Guy Fawkes, and basically what's going on right now in the world. Even I need to rewatch it. I haven't watched it since it came out all those years ago, so I'm probably gonna watch that tonight when I settle down slightly, and then see what I see with fresh lenses on my mind's eye and my actual eyes. Oh, one shopper in Streatham, it's my old stomping ground back in the day. Shout out to the old Streatham crew. One shopper at the Tesco in Streatham fumed on Twitter. Was it Kim? I'm joking. Disappointed to see after the uproar blocking of clothing, toys, homeware, etc. sections. Homeware, etc. and sections in one of your stores in Wales. You've now done this in your Streatham Extra store. They added, I can buy booze but not a kettle or underwear. I mean, unbelievable. Look at this. Bare unnecessary shit to just slow society down, keep you docile and dumb, fear, panic, buy, consume, and at the same time cause you know, the division, you know, 2 meters apart, and then you've got all your racism cases going on, aside with terrorism, racism stuff as well. So you've got all of that going on in the air. You've got all what they're doing in the media with the, you know, what's the next James Bond going to be? Is it going to be a black woman now? So not only did they say, fuck it, we're even doing the gender flip. We're doing a whole, now I don't care about if it's going to be a man and is black, and I don't care, I'm black, I don't care, I'm not, nobody's 100% pedigree or anything, but I know my point is, I don't care about the color, I'm just on, or gender. It's just really understand what they're doing. It's just a little weird, especially if the story has always been a dude. It's just about like, why don't you just make it, okay, she's 008 or 00 something else. Do you know what I mean? Like, why don't you just make her a different 00? Why does she have to be 007? That's my point. Yeah, you know, really no need. But especially with what they're doing, if they didn't have such a mad campaign with the gender bending stuff that I've been noticing for beyond 10 years now, you know, totally different. But the fact with all of that as well, plus with the racism stuff, whoa, nah. Also, we still got to do Miles Morales. I may save that for the next part. I may do it in this part. We'll see what happens. So again, due to the current national lockdown, we are sorry, but this area of the store is currently closed. And here they are again with their polls. Should supermarkets block the sale of non-essentials? They got no, it's daft when it's daft when the stores are open. Yes, as non-essential shops have closed. I'm on the fence here. Well, it's all bullshit. That's what I know. It's absolute bollocks. And of course, pandemic, lockdown 38, here they are giving you. Where's this Broadway market? Are you seeing this? Lockdown. Martial law pandemic 38. Yeah, Broadway Market. Stay at home order. Blah blah blah. Wop, 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 wop. Anywho, stay at home 46. Did this one start with 46? Did we start this one with 46, or was it the initial post time? 46. Stay at home. And 53 like COVID. Remember, lockdown 119 like mental health and all the 119s that go with that. If you're new here, please go through the videos and be sure to read what's in the description, because you'll get a nice piece of information in there. Description and the pinned comment. So where we at now? I'll be damned. Oh, should have done Omen. I didn't punch that in. So again, you know, this was the one from the weeks before. Yeah, November 2nd. Right. I mean, you know, talk about a mockery. You know what I mean? Talk about a mockery. I mean, look at this. They take that. It's just beyond me at this point. Tesco shoppers have been left baffled by supermarket shelves piled with endless boxes of Corona beer. Photos show dozens of crates of the Mexican beer. I remember Corona 33, Mexico equals 33. But anyway, photos show dozens of crates of the Mexican beer stacked high in fridges at a store in New Malden, South London. Unbelievable. These people are out of order. So while that's up there, these, you know, and there's probably enough, but obviously they'll be like, right, you know, they don't want the companies to, or they're not bringing them out yet. Either the shop's not bringing them out yet, or the companies aren't. I've been told to just hold off with the rest of your toilet roll and stuff like that, you know. It's just strict. Here's one menace. No, I'm only joking. I won't call him a menace, but I'll definitely say maybe mind controlled. Crazy, man. It's just the fact of how people comply, the shops comply. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. And if not for them people doing that and not, you know, standing up for what's really right, the conditioning just continues, man. All these poor people just waiting, when you should be able to just go in the shop, blam, get your shit done. Do you know what I mean? Or however long it takes you. Not like, what is this? Yeah, mate, let me keep my kilojoules low and my jets cool, because this shit really is so annoying to actually behold. Right, onto this terror slaughter. How long have I been going? 18 minutes, so I've got about basically an hour, because I got the pre-15 minutes and I got interrupted. But anywho, so ISIS fanatics behead 50 men and boys on Mozambique football pitch before chopping them up and kidnapping every woman. Charming, nice one. Okay. So timed FRP 25. So this news is coming on November 10th. I'm not sure if it was on the same day or the day before. We'll get to that. But anyway, timed FRP 25. This is on November 10th. Of course. With a life lesson of 25. Well, somebody's asking about life lesson. Was it the Burley or something like that? I haven't re-looked up recently, but from what I remember looking at life lesson, I know it gives some type of inkling for maybe the type of person that you may be and I'm trying to remember the other thing now. Oh my goodness. And basically, for things that are set on a certain day. So say like, oh man, I know I'm trying to explain and I can't find my words properly. Because basically, think of it this way. That's why you will get certain stories implemented and carried out on certain days. Doesn't matter if the even story didn't happen on that day, but they still may use the story on that day, given the sequence of numbers that roll out, especially if the life lesson number's good. Because remember, they're trying to play God over you. Yeah? So by them to do that, via ways and means and using this method, this is why they implement as much as possible to go with things like the life lesson. Obviously, other parts of the numerology will then follow in. But the life lesson gives a lot of direction for the day. And as I was saying to the person, look up, Google your life lesson birthday numerology. Just Google about it. Numerology life lesson. I need to have another read up on it because I haven't read up on it in a while. But understanding with, you know, what we're decoding and stuff over time, again, it's definitely implemented all these stories and situations that they're doing to go with the day, to then govern the day with, you know, that type of frequency. Obviously, other things that are nice, you know, obviously going to equal to 25 as well. Obviously, as I always say, you know, just because your name may equate to a certain number, like 38, doesn't mean, you know, doom and gloom. Of course not. Obviously, watch your ass if you roll with these motherfuckers, though. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different something, obviously. But, you know, don't have some type of doom and gloom or your life lesson's 38. My life lesson is, I'm sure it's 53 and then it goes down to 8. I'm sure that's my life lesson. It's 53 and then it obviously, and it goes down to 8. 5 and 3 is 8. Anywho, so I hope that slightly helps if you haven't looked already, but definitely still look on the Google. That was just me just going off of what I could remember slightly, and obviously what we're decoding, as I said already. Right, so let's keep it moving. Let me know what you think in the comments, obviously. Oh, unbelievable. 55 minutes. Look at the time, 55 minutes, you know. See this? 55 minutes. 55 minutes. Beheading 55. Unbelievable. So we've got the 25, now we've got 55. So the life lesson, now we've got the time with the news. Terrorist 61. I mean, unbelievable. Yeah. With a life lesson of 25, behead 25, terror slaughters the caption they're going with, 205, drop the 0, murder 79. Unbelievable. Hold up. So they done 50, right? 50. So 50 equals 38, murder, time death RIP, council destroy, Masonic killing 38. 5052, again they're chopping off, killed, beheaded 50 people, which equals 52, like ISIS equals 52. Interesting. And ISIS 38 as well, so that's pretty fitting anyway, right? So again, time death RIP 25, death 38, murder, kill, cancel, destroy, collapse, found dead, drowned, etc. Masonic killing. Alright, ISIS fanatics. Might be overlooking something with that, can't see anything off the bat. Mozambique football pitch. So it happens in Mozambique. Hello. 50 people get beheaded. Unbelievable, man. ISIS 34, football pitch 139. So it happens on a Mozambique football pitch. Football pitch 139. ISIS 34. 34 prime 139. Freemasonry 139. And 58 103 Freemasonry. Jihadis beheaded and chopped up the bodies of villagers in the Cabo Delgado province. Fucking crazy shit. Right, baby arrest. Oh my god. Baby arrest. Lucy Letby, 30 years old, is rearrested on suspicion of murdering 8 babies, attempting to kill 9 others. This is a story that's been going on here and there throughout the last few years, as I discovered. Again, time diff RIP 25 and 20. Look at the initial post time and the update time. Yeah, she's rearrested with a 36-second video. And arrested equals 36. Rearrested, didn't see anything for that off the bat. As you can see, but arrested, just as good, right? Considering what we're looking at here. Nurse Lucy Litby, 67, rearrested 67. Saying that she's somebody that caused death. Interestingly, death 118. Saying that again, she's killed how many babies? Baby equals 24, and they're currently saying she killed 8 and attempted to kill another 9. 24th prime is 89. Nurse 58, like Nurse Lucy Letby. Rearrest 58. Nurse 58, so the nurse that gets rearrested. Rearrest 58. Is that even a word, rearrest? Yeah, rearrest. Rearrest. Oh, I don't know. Do you know what? I'll let that one slide, but I won't let slide. Nurse Lucy Letby and nurse, both 77. Also, baby 33. Oh no, baby's 30, excuse me. I thought baby was 33 for some reason. So, scores of women and children were... Oh my god, it's come back to the other... Excuse me, hold up, what's going on there? Get your bearings back, son. She's 30 years old now, and baby equals 30. So here she is. A nurse today has been rearrested on suspicion of murdering 8 babies and attempting to kill 9 others. Lucy Letby, 30, is being quizzed in custody following a 3-year investigation into the death of babies at the Countess of Chester Hospital. So again, we just pointed that out. Again, she's 30 years old, baby equals 30. Obviously, it's been happening before she was 30 years old because it's been going on a few years now. Lucy equals 20. I swear we had a 20 somewhere. Was it the time? It was the time, wasn't it? Yeah. So, story about Lucy. Look, Lucy equals 20. I remember time diff RP 20 and 25. Hence the update time 25. What else have we got here? Interesting, Lucy is 47. I don't know, Lucifer 74, Lucy 47. And on this day, you're getting the news, yeah? With a numerology of 61. Lucy equals 61. So a 3-year investigation thus far. She was originally arrested in 2018 and 2019 on suspicion of murder in relation to the deaths of 8 babies and the attempted murder of 6, but now it's obviously gone up to 9. She has now been rearrested over the deaths of 8 tots as well as the attempted murder of 3 other further babies, bringing the total to 9. Detective Chief Inspector Paul Hughes, who is in charge of the investigation, said today it has been more than 3 years since we first launched the investigation into a number of baby deaths and non-fatal collapses at the neonatal unit at the at the Countess of Chester Hospital. In that time, a dedicated team of detectives have been working extremely hard on this highly complex and very sensitive case, doing everything they can as quickly as they can to identify what the fuck's going on. So here is the suspect. Holding up a baby girl. I should have punched that in the calculator. You know, these people love a symbol. Again, doesn't matter if the story is real, not real, or a mix of true lies. Understand why you're getting it on a given day and how it all coincides with the doom and gloom and all these type of crazy stories. And you wonder why you would even have, again, be it a homegrown terrorist, you know, a youth that switches and says, shit, I'm going to get tooled up and goes out and does a madness. There's maybe a case like this. Obviously, even without the world being as warped as it is by the orchestrated design, you'd still probably get the odd, you know, characters roaming around doing some crazy shit, but not at the volume. And obviously, oh man, just not at the volume that we're getting it right now. And obviously we wouldn't have all these as much, you know, the monkey see monkey do with all these stories going on, because it would be a lot less without us being taught and shown all the madnesses that we're shown. And then it makes you probably, you know, less sensitive and that type of stuff in your nature, you know, your predisposition, you know, you ain't got no empathy and shit, you know. You just turn into some cold calculating scumbag doing some off-key shit. Like, what the fuck? Then little do you realize, or how to truly assess where this problem is coming from. This is what I've been this is what part of my whole channel has been about, even before I even knew to make a channel. I said, my goodness, this is the undercurrent of the mental health situation. What people don't realize, that, you know, what you've been subjected to, and why it's important to break the spell in any way, shape or form. But especially if you come across this information, this is a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. Wow. Showing her in 2011, interesting, and her name equals 47 prime to 11. Again, mental health issues equals to 11, go figure. Clearly this person would be deemed to have that, right? So 315th day of the year with this news article. Oh look, what's the hospital? No, go figure. Got 144 in there. Well, it's with the 8-9, but the 44 killed 44. Remember the 36-second video? Go figure. So we got got the 315 and the 36. Go figure. So here's me now starting to look around, who she is, what's been happening, what I can find. So this is 2019, as you can see. Of course, June 10th, Lucy equals 61. June 10th, 6-1, go figure. Remember, mental health 61, mind control, toilet paper 61. Lucy 61, June 1st. I mean June 10th, excuse me. Lucy 16 anyway. So that's a wrap. But anyway, the 61, of course, because we're going with the numerology of 61 there. Okay. What else have we got? Might be the end. Yeah, I was thinking it must be the end. So back to the minks and your fart plumes and your burps. Wuhan 48, COVID 28, China 28, same old same. What is that? 150. Oh, I can't think of anything that goes with that right now. Won't be jack shit. Oh, perfect. Minks equals 30, 33, and 66. Like, and 26 in Jewish reduced. Basically, Corona and COVID. Go figure. Remember, police, people, society, order, masonry, secrecy, 33. I mean, 26. Unbelievable. Mink, 61. Bay 6147, 20 like mink. When did this news come out? Hold up. Let me just see. Oh yeah, it's on the 10th. Yeah, 10th of November. Alright, so here's the Secretary of State for Health and Social Care, because he really cares about your well-being, you see? Old Matt Hancock and the rest of these. So Matt Hancock celebrates the vaccine with an injection of pure poetry. In the Commons, the Health Secretary tried not to get carried away but couldn't resist, marking the good news with a Churchillian flourish. He was talking about Winston Churchill. Are you seeing this? 606. Go figure. So Corona 66, from one story to the next. Look, mink, strain, and all the vaccine talk. You see? Perfect. It was minks, the plural one, the 66, and Corona 66. 606. Again, he's born when? 2nd of October, Wuhan coronavirus 210. Wuhan coronavirus 78, he's born in 78. Currently 42 as well, go figure. Freemasonry, Masonry, Jesuit, Zionism, Saturn, which a whole lot of this is based around, in conjunction with other celestial bodies up there, the wandering stars. Unbelievable. So from when he got his puppet position, which was in 2018, but we're going to do it from the annual this year. So it's going to be 42, 4 months, 1 day, like his age, and the rest that goes with the 42 that I just said. And what is it going to be? Why have we got 41? Why have we got 41 up here? And then mink 20. Unbelievable. Why have I got the 41? I'm really not sure, so forgive me on that. 8 prime 61, mink 61, or minks, one of them. Mink 61 and then minks 66. So, numerology of 41. That's probably why I had it up there. Goes perfectly with the day. So Winston Churchill, they said that he was doing some Churchillian something. He was Churchillian flourish with a spot of poetry and a bit of lyrical banter in the House of Commons, you see. Show you how we get down. So Winston Churchill, he's born 30th of November. He died 24th of January. Buried on the 30th of January. Of course, I had to quickly just check. So we got 40 days from Hancock's birthday to the article. Mink alert equals 40. Go figure. Oh man. Oh man, that's funny to see that shit. As I say, you know, I don't go back through any decodes before I make the video, so you do get a semi-fresh reaction from me as we go through it together. And also look, Mink 21. Oh, you got a daily mileage, you're 21 down there. Unbelievable. So 40 days from his birthday, Mink alert equals 40. Dub plates like that. Right, is that when he died? Shoot. I think that's when he died. Yeah, that's when he died. 24th of January, Winston Churchill. Well, look at his birthday. Look, you got this 66. We just came off a 606 with the time, and the rest of those 66s and 30s. Corona 66 and 30. Virus 46. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Just got me thinking of pandemic. For obvious reasons, 38 martial law, lockdown 38, 38th prime, 163 Masonic 115 with the alternative span. Wuhan virus. This is from birthday to death, so from Matt Hancock's birthday to the death on the annual for next year of Winston Churchill. 114 days. Wuhan virus 114. Masonic 115 with the day check that we just saw 2 seconds ago. Got the 322 Skull and Bones is popping up in there as well. Now, from his death to his birthday, didn't see much with that. 106. I didn't see much of that. Why have I got the 106 there? Bear with me on that, guys. Excuse me. Churchillian 311. On Churchillian, where is it going? See it up here at the top? 64, 64 prime. 311, of course, kill 64. And he was, you know, all politicsy and stuff. Of course, the Talmud, Baba Command 113A. And all the words that equal 113 when it comes to lies and deception. Pretty amazing. Sure, I showed it earlier in one of these parts. So if you're new here, be sure to check out part 1. I probably showed it in. Right, how long has this video be going? We've got about 15 minutes. So what was this 106? I think Masonic is 312 in Satanic. Sure, Masonic is 312 in Satanic. Death 213 anyway. And look, you still got the... Oh, sorry, don't worry, I was going to say. Duh, just there, dickhead. No worries on that. And of course, that goes with the day he died. 11/3 or 30. Drop the 0. So again, death and spiritual 118. Again, of course, the 64, we've just been speaking about that. Right. 102. Like, what's his name's birthday? October 2nd. This is with his what's his name's death to what's his name's birthday in the next year to Matt Hancock. So from November going up to next year, October 2nd. Grave consequences. Remember with the mink situation, grave consequences, 193. 44 prime, 193. Of course, killing. Sorry, kill 44, execution 44. Bay and mink should be pretty self-explanatory at this point. And minks. Mink alert 103. Ah, look, with it checked, it would be 103. Interestingly. 10 months, 3 days. Again, this is between him and what's his name's birthday. I say this isn't like a biggie, this part of the decode or anything. It's just, oh look, we had the 115 on his date as well. So Winston Churchill 115. We got the 150. Remember we had the time, 1 minute 50. Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill 150. So that could be where that fits in. And of course you had Matt Hancock as the saying, he was doing some, you know, Churchillian flourish in poetry or something in the House of Commons. So that kind of makes sense. Winston 114, go figure. And Winston equals 42, and what's his name's currently 42, and you got a 33 in there. I'm sure we had a 33 numerology somewhere on the day. Let's quickly get it before we move on. Yeah, numerology. Oh, for his birthday next year. For his birthday next year, okay. Alright, what is this? Lockdown 34, 38. I mean, fears, more tears. Tough new COVID system looms with possible tier 4 to close whole regions after lockdown ends. It's just ridiculous, man. Remember, the Tories equals 119. They won by 47 seats. The Tories equals 47. Authority, government, and the rest. And just the whole list of 47s I've already said today. So please check out previous playlists. Obviously, I know it's good to repeat, but just rewatch that one again. Or if you're taking notes, I just can't be asked to repeat that bit just this second right now. Because believe me, I've said it a bazillion times. So pandemic, martial law, 38 to go at the time. Remember, lockdown 34 as well. Quickly get that back up. So 34 and 38 with the times. So remember, martial law 38 as well. Pandemic, lockdown. Coronavirus 70, martial law 160, just like mind control. And remember, this is a full house with toilet paper exactly the same. 56, 61, 137 and 60. 56, 61, 137 and 60. Oh, how much is left on this one? Can I squeeze that one in, or should I do that for a different part? Ooh, alright, we'll do that, and then up next will be Miles Morales. That'll be in the next part, that'll be in part 4. So let's quickly do this one. See what happens. Alright, wham. So she died for nothing. Girl killed herself after abuser dumped her the day before her 16th birthday, says heartbroken mum. Okay, so do a woman, feminine, female, bitch. 2442, hence why you got the 42. Obviously that's the mum's quote, she died for nothing. Alright, let's see where this one goes. So it says that she killed herself. Jenkins seen here with Georgia pleaded guilty at Leeds Crown Court to 3 counts of sexual activity with a child. He will be sentenced December 18th. Yeah, December 18th. Look, 4 pictures as well with debt to do with death. 4 represents death as well as foundation. The day before her 16th birthday, Jenkins called her and said police officers had visited him and told him he couldn't legally meet her when she turned 16. Miss Nolan said she believed that and he ended the phone call. She tried to ring him back, but he didn't answer. She ran off and tried to call him again. Georgia left the house and went to Leeds Corinthians Rugby Union Football Club, where she took her own life. Describing the moment she was told by police that her daughter was dead, Miss Nolan said, "I was stunned." I bet she was. Again, I don't know if it's, fully real story or not. As I say, I'm decoding the mechanics of why they're giving it to you on this day. And aside from if they're just giving it to you story on a specific day, obviously we do know things do also roll out organically as well, you know. But understand what this community shows overall and why we're showing it and why we've all set up channels and trying to get this word out, you know, it's not organic. These people are meddling in nefarious ways, all sorts. So imagine the day that this person's got to go to the courts is on a day with a numerology of 70, a life lesson of 34. Suicide 70 and 34, go figure. Suicidal thoughts equals 70, I'm sure. Is welfare equals 70 as well? You'll see in a moment. Again, so what a perfect day. Again, because the system itself is, you know, erected and set up in accordance to the same stuff that we're pointing out. And when you start to understand release dates, sentence time, the time that they do stuff, just the timing, man. This is what keeps you entranced, and you don't realize the levels and the layers and the levels of what's going on. So imagine, what was the time? Hold up. So the girl that died, Georgia. So look, we've got the 1042. Remember when I said the female feminine thing? It was 1042. Her name equals 142, like 1042. And her name equals 70. Go figure. Suicide, 70, and suicidal thoughts. So 37, well, it'd be 38 days. Murder, death, kill, cancer, destroy, etc. Killing, Masonic 38. Bear with me with the rest of this. One moment. And then for the day with the news, you got the numerology of 42 as well. Remember, 42 minutes past. Committed suicide or commit suicide is 62. So here they are giving you that story on this day with a numerology of 62. And the reflection 26 is in there anyway with the life lesson. Ah, of course. Georgia equals 37 and 62. Kill 44 as well is in there. Killed herself, right? Again, 37 days. Go figure. Wow. Georgia 37. Full name 70. The guy's got to go to court on a day that has day numerology 70 and a life lesson of 34. Suicide 34 and 70. I'm sure welfare, and I know suicidal thoughts definitely equals 70. Oh look, her last name equals 26. Go figure. What groove is this? Oh, let me go back before this thing comes out of the... Okay, so Maya's 26. Life lesson 26 with this being in the news. Go figure. Again, suicide 34 and 70. Suicidal thoughts 70. Depression 52. We had an alternate span on this day of 52. 5 weeks, 2 days. Depression 52. And 70. Welfare 70. And then remember, mental health, mood swing 119, welfare 119, suicide 119, and the rest. Mood swing also 56, like depression. 124, like depression as well, mood swing. So it just changed along perfectly. Alright, state of mind 171. The 171st prime 1019 dropped to 0. Also note the 126. Have I put that one up yet? Should be another 126 somewhere. Maybe I haven't put it up yet. I know there's a 124 that I just pointed out, or two of them. Where is that gone now? Damn. Did I not punch it in? Depression 124. Mood swing 124, that's it. But there's another 126 that goes with state of mind somewhere. Ah, there it is. And 63. State of mind 63. Killed herself 63. State of mind 126. Killed herself 126. Go figure. Committed suicide 260. So that goes perfect with the life lesson of 26. Now let's see if commit suicide. Did I write that? Commit suicide. Maybe I was wrong with the commit suicide being 62. But anyway, the life lesson. So, Georgia Myers took her own life the day before her 16th birthday in August 2018. I don't think I could find the actual day that they say she died on. So again, murder 38. Found dead 38. Obviously she, no doubt she was found dead. Where's the 61 I'm seeing here? Oh no, no worries. So this is me looking around. What is this? Daily Star. Beautiful teen took her own life after abuser dumped her a day before 16th birthday. Georgia Miles was just 14 when Michael Jenkins, a family friend she'd known since she was 9, started sexually abusing her. So she's 14, knew him since she was 9. Did we have a 35? Let me just see. Was there a relevant 35? Oh, her last name equals 35. 35th prime, 149. No worries. I just want you to see something there. No worries. With the audio lasting 10 months, they say. Michael Jenkins 61 on a day with a numerology of 61, then he goes in on a day with the numerology of 70 when he has to go to court and stuff. Are you seeing this? Remember mental health 61 and how that goes in with the rest of the suicide stuff. 83 like murder, 38 like the reflection, obviously murder. Unbelievable. 16th birthday, 211, committed suicide. Remember, suicide 47 and mental health. Mental health issues is 211. I think in the same cipher as well. Dump equals 18. 18th prime 61. Again with the day of the news, with the numerology and his name. Michael was the one that dumped her. Michael Jenkins 61. Dumped equals 63. Commits suicide 63. So dump 63. Commit suicide 63. And killed herself is 63. Sure it was. Yeah, killed herself 63, and then state of mind is 63 as well. Alright, let's round this one up. Literally at the end now. So commit suicide. Beautiful 34. Remember when he gotta go to the thing to get sentenced or whatever, court case, with a life lesson of 34, suicide 34. And we spoke about the day numerology already. So we'll leave it there and then we'll continue with Miles Morales, Spider-Man on PS5 and PS4, Homeless.